Hello and welcome back to VRchat. I'm here with my buddies Jasper and Slade, and we've got some stuff planned for tonight. All right, I'm all
And
going.
portal down.
Yeah, trust is something you need to add friends for and play the game for a decent length of time. For many, this basically replaces Discord, Skype, and all the other things, which makes sense. I mean, Second Life was doing that for a good while before that went down. This game's created. Community followed.
I think this is based on Ruby or whatever.
I am vaguely familiar. Any familiar names on there?
So far.
I do know some people like to follow creators on this platform just because their stuff is usually pretty good.
Oh, be sure to read the rules, and then we can get started. But like I was telling Alex, this is apparently based on Ruby, which I don't actually know what that is. I know what it is, but I've never seen it. So also the thing that there's the whole dumb thing of we have these semi-furry characters that have both human ears and animal ears.
Oh yeah, don't get me
Doesn't know
started
what
on
to be
that.
done.
Yeah, I'm vaguely familiar with it. It won't let me go through. Oh.
Hey, there you are. Okay, before we get ahead of ourselves, we need you to sign in. These guys just need to see your identification. So come over here to this panel, read some stuff, click one of the buttons in order to choose the input for your radial menu in the game. Whenever you can bring out your scroll or your phone in this world, you'll be able to drop the shield wall, and then a beacon in the sky will appear.
Yeah, I don't really follow Ruby or anything. I just know of it. I do know people who do follow it a lot more, so I have picked up a few things, but not much. So, if you're hoping for me to know trivia and stuff, you're gonna be disappointed.
Take a long time to load this video.
Ad for its Patreon, then how do you do it? So I guess I just read the shit.
I'm not even getting that. Yeah, I'm not even getting that. Yeah, it's kind of stuck on loading for me. Do 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 do.
Well, looks like the shield is down, so we can continue on.
It is? It's not for me. Yeah, I had to use the force shield down button. Yeah, I had to force the shield down, so, if I remember Ruby right, basically every melee weapon can turn to a gun. So your shanking knife would also turn to a gun, for example.
Weird.
They got a style and they stuck to it. I can respect that.
Guess Jasper already went through here.
Yeah. Since when does Jasper wait for us?
Feel free to use the armory. Just don't break anything.
You know, I just realized I'm not sure if it's Ralsei or Ralsei for his name pronunciation. Wait, what'd you do?
Apparently I somehow reset it. So instead of the little control coming out of the top of the controller, it's coming out of the bottom.
This is game over. Shield's already down for me, though.
Yeah, I think it just reset. And I'm forced to use the pistol. For some reason, other than that. Can I select anything else? Anyway, the shooting range is over here.
You want to be careful. If you see an Ursa, run.
I used to be a hustle like you, and then I took a Ursa to the knee.
I'm sure that is not massively dated by this point.
What is?
His comment.
I didn't hear him.
It was the Skyrim arrow joke.
Oh.
Well, I'm not one to turn down cheese, I suppose. Enjoying dual pistols?
I'm apparently forced to.
Ah, you made it. I'm Operative Schnee, and I'll be briefing you before you head out. Now, we don't have a lot of time, so listen closely. Your objective tonight is to patrol the streets, retrieve the supplies that will be airdropped throughout the city, and eliminate the Grim. If you happen to find any ammo boxes, bring them back to the gate. You'll be given some extra lien for the trouble. And finally, in spite of my protests, the old man has decided to keep his dust shop open to assist us out here. So, if you find yourself low on supplies or need a quick stitch-up, his shop is where you'll want to go. You got all that? I know it's a lot, but not to worry. I'll be observing your patrol and assisting from here where I can. Good luck. Oh. Don't die.
Well, I think easy as good as it gets.
Probably not a bad idea. If I remember right, there are in fact Grim that eat people, but probably not ones you'd find you'd be into.
We gotta go over this way. Oh, yep. There's a nice objective.
Well, any landing you can walk away from, right?
Okay, so you gotta take this all the way back to the base. So I guess I'll be right back with this.
Sure you won't be attacked while doing so? Oh, I guess not. Weird, you'd think there'd be an escort section.
And considering it said it was supposed to be in waves, I'm surprised that there was only the one wave so far.
There was a start next wave button, but no limited ammo and no overheat. Sounds like a party.
Huh, apparently one of my guns has vanished.
It's dead too.
You say?
How do I do the melee?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Alright, I'll be on guard duty. For some reason, the Ralsei scarf is preventing me from being able to see very well.
How the heck I'm supposed to even actually get in there?
The door not open right here?
You just kind of walked through it.
Must be player one only or something. Yeah, the host has to handle all that, I guess.
Guess I need shit.
Oh, apparently I only have one gun now, so that's sad.
You try calling down your locker to see if it was there.
It could have been lost while I was running back.
Where's Slade? There he is.
At least it doesn't seem like these things have ammo.
Yeah, I was just mentioning that. It seems like there's no ammo nor an overheat meter, so we don't have to worry about any of that.
That's kind of annoying.
He couldn't find it anywhere. I saw the beacon was on the second floor up there. I think I'm supposed to, yeah.
Ah, more ammo. Alright, so I'm going to take this back, I guess.
Sounds good. Lovely. The 7 days birds have condors have followed us here. I knew we could never escape forever. If there's a health indicator, I'm not seeing it.
We're supposed to go.
I did see there was a beacon here, and oh yeah, it's a supply crate here, but it doesn't seem to be the kind where you deliver back or whatever.
So wait, where are we supposed to go now?
I saw another red crate, but it's not the kind we pick up, so I'm not sure what we're supposed to do with it.
Melee that to open them,
Hello, Ty. Welcome. I'm enjoying being completely unable to see because of the Rousey sweater. I saw one over here somewhere. It's not over here. I have a cozy sweater, I suppose so, yeah. I saw the yellow beacon was on top of that building there. We have to probably have to climb the fire escape to get to it.
Well, that round's kind of intense. Maybe not. Ah, yeah.
You might have to go on the trash can and then the air conditioner or something. Crap, here they come. is way too easy to get stuck on this terrain. The beacon was also on top of another building here. I think this one.
It's just me for sure.
Crap, it might be. Crap, yeah, it might be. In that case, we'll have to get on the diner roof and then jump to the fire exit. There's another yellow one on top of that building. Not the diner, the one next to it.
Oh dang.
I
Yeah, I
could
think we all got
use-
mauled to death.
I could use a little bit more indicators as to what your health even is.
Yeah, there's only a marker that one of teammates down. Also, the uneven terrain in some areas makes it really hard to navigate. But I guess that could just be because I'm on desktop. Yeah, you want to trade, Jasper? You can have my rifle. It's blocking a lot of my view.
Yeah, it won't even let me pick it up.
It does seem to indicate that you still have your pistol, yeah.
Yeah, but I can't even find my pistol.
Weirdly, it's floating off to the right of your head.
Let's check that, have a look. Didn't get to keep much of anything, so I can't really buy another weapon to try anything else out.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you're supposed to save money if it vanishes when you die.
Yeah. Stupid.
I think the intent is to actually win each round. While you guys mess with that, I think I'll grab a sip of my drink.
So I can't actually do anything. There's one weapon.
Looks like you have one floating to the right of you.
Ah, there we are. Refreshing.
Yeah, unfortunately I can't see it. So,
We could reload the whole thing, or we could try something else, I guess. because it might be fixed if you just reload it.
Oh, hey, there it is. Alright, now I got them both.
Turns out it was by your ear the entire time.
Not that I care for these weapons, but when I did reset it, it still had me with these stupid things.
Neon.
Rifle can barely see me past.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering if Jasper would switch with me. Especially since the Rousey clothes are so,
Like I said, I can't even touch it.
yeah, I guess we'd have to reload the whole thing.
And I have no idea how to do that outside of just leaving and coming back in. But if we're gonna leave, it'd probably just be to go to another game.
Do you have another one lined up?
So,
Let's see here.
Aesthetics are nice at least, and the weapons do feel satisfying to fire.
and the music's interesting enough.
Yep, Treasure Island.
It's kind of neat how you travel by literally going through portals. Might be faster just, you know, tap a few buttons, but it just adds something when you're physically going through transporting.
Looks like it could just be a fun little thing.
That works for me.
Well, if you're ready, I'll hit the start button.
Sounds good.
So keep your eyes open for bottles.
Is it because you are a genie in a bottle?
Just because, like it said, that's weird.
Yeah, I know it's for a map in a bottle. I was hoping you'd go off what I was saying, but evidently not. Let's see here. Alright, let's take a look here. Pirate flag could be promising. I'm imagine if we do this a few times, we'd memorize where it can all be. But I suppose that's the nature of anything randomly generated, really. Coconuts. I've never been a fan of coconuts. But I guess if you're trapped on a desert island, you won't really have too many choices. Theirs is not on the spawn cliffs, canyon, or glass bay. Treasure is between. Treasure is between 237 meters from the tower. Let's see here. Where is the tower? Yeah, I found the two here. The big thing is it says it's somewhere between 325 and 350 meters from the tower.
I couldn't pick up any clues.
The treasure is
I guess
not
it
in
was
the
already
cliffs,
said.
canyon, or glass bay. Alright, so it's not in the
So,
cliffs, canyon, or glass bay, so it's probably in the jungle or no man's land, since it can't be in glass bay, canyon, or cliffs, and those are close to the tower.
Awesome. Apparently I uploaded or started my stream. I need to hold on just a minute. I'm gonna go all funky on you.
He is contortionist.
no, that's what happens when soul rips the body. Gets floaty. It's repossessed.
Yeah, way to say this stream is displaying the wrong game. Yeah, I said something about the stream messed up. I guess it displayed the wrong game or isn't displaying or something. I guess he was playing a lot of Wild Assault the other night. He even kept playing after I had to fall asleep. Oh, yep, he is getting floaty. You were right.
Okay. Let's see here.
Soul has re-entered the body.
Alright, so the jungle. Where are we at?
Are we? Oh,
You're supposed to guess with orienteering. That's why we get a compass.
ah,
We are currently facing west.
Could go all as far west as we can and then go to the right, since that'll be north again towards the tower.
So, doesn't actually look at have where we started at. So if we go try to find, if we try to find that small island, then we can orient ourselves to that.
Yeah, finding any of
There we
these
go.
landmarks would be good.
A new hint has been found.
It is not in no man's land, jungle, or canyon. What? I guess at that point it has to be either Lookout Point or Peninsula. Alright, I guess these are potential clue bottles. But they didn't have clues this time around, so they broke. Or they had clues we already unlocked. And they break after one's found. I'm sure they won't forget me. They're totally going to forget me. Treasure can be seen from mouth of the river. I have no idea where anyone is, nor can I ask them since we're not in Discord, so this will be fun. Right, there's no fall damage. Don't know why I was worried. Trying to find something?
That way's east. There's the shipwreck. I think that's the shipwreck. So the shipwreck is right there. They kind of match up.
Huh, it might.
But then that way is south. So did we start at the top of the map?
I don't know, but it said the treasure's visible from Rivermouth, so we definitely want to go there next. Because it has to be at Lookout Point or Peninsula.
That way is east. Like, I don't think this compass works.
Clearly that just means that it is west. Where'd Slade go?
He went that way. But, you know what? Let's follow him.
I'm sure we can't get more lost than we already are.
That's the way we came. You know, this could be the river mouth.
All I found were broken bottles along it. I did follow it.
Means that we were technically been going the wrong way the entire time.
Isn't that typical for us, though? Maybe we should take up your offer for Baldur's Gate 3 just to see how horribly off the main story we go.
Okay, so we need to follow the river mouth in to the tower. Is that where we know that the place is at? Yep, river mouth inn's right here.
Yeah, we know that the treasure has to be in either the lookout point or the peninsula. It can't be anywhere else.
We find a small one, we'll be in. Treasure can be seen from the mouth of.
Treasure can be seen from the mouth of what? Of what?
There's of course if this is even the mouth of the river.
Are those pirate flags meant to be waypoints?
There's a coconut tree.
Coconut tree. There can't be that many actual coconut trees, so... Said it's visible from the river mouth. Oh, that is the tower there. Yeah, if it's not on the peninsula, it might have to be a bit closer to the tower. This says 350 meters, but yeah, it says it's a certain amount of meters, but we don't have anything to measure what a meter actually is.
Yes, we do. Eyeglass.
In that case, we could go to the tower and measure
That's 350 meters from where?
from the tower.
Tower is 250 meters or 230 meters from us.
30.
So we gotta head that way. Possibly
Alright.
up to that tree up there.
don't forget, wherever the treasure is, it's visible from the river mouth. So it has to be somewhere we can
so
see.
the tower is around 100 or 350 meters from here. And this is a coconut tree. It'd have to be down there somewhere, right? If not up here. So what's actually the thing it's invisible? The ground slightly?
I think they might just mean where you're supposed to search is visible.
Treasure can be seen. Still coconut tree. Treasure is in the southeast part of its region.
Yeah. It says treasure can be found, can be visible from the. Oh, but it says it's in the southeast part of this part of its region.
Northwest of a coconut tree.
That coconut tree right there, and there's a coconut tree down there. But it also said 350 meters from the tower, which is pretty sure it's that thing over there.
And whatever region it's in the southeast region of it.
Which
So
would technically be right. Oh my gosh. Right. Wait. Right down here, basically.
yeah, it's either in the southeast peninsula or the southeast shipwreck, but it has to be north of a coconut tree. Oh, there's a blue flower. Let's see if I find a clue. West of a blue flower. We already got that one. Alright, so west is going to be up here. Somewhere. Well, here's another one. Let's see. Alright, so west is going to be this way. That's where I left the hints. Here it is. I got it. Hints. Treasure is further north than Skull Rock. Well, yeah, that's pretty easy. That didn't help as much as I was hoping it would. I'll look for the hints in Lookout Point, so if Jasper wonders where I am, that's where I'm going to look. At this point, we can use any help we can get. Yeah, we're in the river here in the peninsula area, so... Time to head over to the tower and see if I can't get the bottles here. Because at this point, any hints will... There's 2 hints in this area, and any 2 will help, I think. Mostly. We already knew that it was going to be north of the rock no matter what, so that doesn't help us much. Here it is. Here we are. East part. Treasure can be seen from the mouth of the river. There's another coconut tree. Treasure's inside a 30-mile radius of a yellow flower. That's gonna help out. Normally that would be a bit too generic to help, but now that we have a general idea of where it is, that actually does a lot to fix it. East Par Lookout Point. It's directly south of the tower. I must be right around here. And the last one is going to be in the east part of Lookout Point. So might as well play Hunter for this. Here it is. Oh, that's a completely different area. Huh. Let's see here. Tower, treasure's not. Treasure's closer to the highest peak than is the tower. So yeah, it's got to be in this area here, Southern Peninsula. I doubt it is at the shipwreck site. But one of the hints here is still the eastern part of Lookout Point. Alright, let's take a look here. Yeah, those are broken bottles. They aren't going to help us. But it could be around here somewhere. If it's not here, it's probably near the tower itself. I don't see anything over here. Alright. I think this was wrong, but let's find out. Oh no. This is 9 meters above sea level. Which means it's not going to be on that mountain. You get all the clue upgrades, Jasper? I scouted out 3 more.
There's a bunch of yellow flowers around here.
Well, the good news is we know it can't be on that mountain up there because it says it's not very high above sea level. Ah, yeah, nothing new. Hmm. In the valley northeast of Blue Flower. And this is, assuming that's the river mouth. Oh, that means I'm around here. So I guess making a quick dip to the valley for another hint might not be a bad idea. We do, after all, need to handle this. We could probably use all the help we can get. I doubt that the last hint will be any much better than the last 2, but you know. Near a blue flower, it says. Northeast. Oh, don't tell me it's up that cliff. Don't have me running up that hill. Does the valley include? It technically does, so I will have to, in fact, check up here. Yeah, this is definitely out of the valley area. Here it is. Oh. It's the one we already found. Yeah, if Jasper wants to just dig around all those, I'm perfectly fine with that. Northeast of a blue flower. Oh my, a spring. How pretty. The ruins. Yeah, I think this is where yeah, I went from the highest peak to the rocky shore. Although, eastern part of the rocky shore. Hmm. This could be on. That's an island off the coast. This might actually. Is it that one here? The shipwreck. And this is the shipwreck site? Or is it here? Okay, what am I doing? Alright, so I'm staring at a mountain. I don't see a shipwreck though, do I? Huh, I think this might actually be the most southern point. Going by how far this goes, I think this might actually be, in fact, be Rocky Shore. In that case, let's go west. Uh-huh. Come on. Let's see here. Oh, here it is. Oh, no, that's one we already got. I guess it's back to the valley for me. You also hunting for the last few clues? You also hunting for the last few clues?
I haven't seen any more clues now.
I'm trying to find the last two. I think we have enough to probably find it, but I don't know. Jasper's digging around where we think it might be. We have all but two clues, it looks like.
I'm not even sure how I'm supposed to actually read this damn thing.
The red arrow always points north.
Hmm.
So I just keep going until the arrow in the north is there, let it float, and then that tells you what direction you can go. It might help if you put the map next to it, I guess, if you have an idea where we are. We're definitely in the valley right now. Now we're in the valley. It has to be between 325 and 350 meters of the tower, and it's most likely in the peninsula area, and it's only 9 above meter. It's no higher than 9 meters above sea level, which means it can't be on like that mountain over there.
How do you tell how far the thing? Measurement?
Yeah, the spyglass.
Ah, gotcha.
You just have to use that wooden tower that you can't see from here to try and gauge how far away you are. I can understand why Jasper gave up trying to dig. Oh, here might be one. No, that's a broken bottle. Lay sigh. There's a lot of those around here. I'm pretty sure we're in the jungle or something. No, we're in Glass Bay. Yeah, because that's the pond. Alright, so this way will bring me back to the valley. Moderately a pain, moderately. You find anything worth
It
your
looks
time?
like we're in the peninsula right now, in here.
Well, also, I mean, it said whatever area it's in, it's also in the south something. And it can be seen from the river mouth.
Yeah, pretty much anything that way is peninsula. And this is.
No, I think that's the valley, because remember, the valley is where that river ends, and that's where that ends.
That's not the peninsula, it's the valley.
Okay, you can do the compass thing, right?
Alright, there we are. Yeah, north is that way.
So this is more or less northwest of that coconut tree up there.
It might need to be a bit further out, further away from the tower, since it says about 315 meters.
Nine dig attempts. Wow. That took a very long time.
How many dig attempts? I'm not seeing anything.
What's that?
Brought up stuff. Chest here.
I don't see a chest.
Oh,
You don't?
right here.
Yeah.
Lovely, it's bugged.
You might have been too far away or something.
I think it was closer to me than you were.
Oh, now it showed up, yeah. 42 minutes. Hints used, dig attempts.
Score.
From a thousand.
Ah,
It's probably all the big attempts. We're going a little bit crazy.
Well, it's probably better we have just searched for more hints rather than, endlessly digging around the shore here until we found it. Well, that was fun. Anything else you got on your mind, Jasper?
I think there was one more. I've not gotta look it up, so hold on just a minute.
Ready? He is a very skilled contortionist, as you can see.
much better.
There's one that's a bit more of a shootery type thing, it looks like. If you two are up for that.
Alrighty.
When am I going to say no to a weapon?
Well, I'm stuck with Ralsei. I'm obligated to use guns. Ignore the actually equipped scarves in his game.
And portal open.
Guess I'll grab a sip of my drink while we load up here. Alright, there we go. Payload defense must defend until it gets its destination. Warning: if the host leaves, the game breaks. Jasper.
Woo.
Well, this is far from the first payload mission I've ever done. I don't think there's a dance mode where I'd use it.
There might be. There's a bunch of different emotes and stickers and stuff.
The Wii Shop music.
Some 2 guns.
How can we tell how much money we have?
On the back of your gun.
Only 600, so I can't really afford anything. Music's quite nice, I must say. Do you think it might be, since I'm terrible at aiming, should I just grab the repair thing and repair the payload?
If we can make it to the area. Right up there.
Alright, good news is I can repair the thing pretty regularly. But the bad news is I'm gonna need you guys to cover it. Is that gonna be okay?
Am I healed to full health?
to say about... Huh.
Don't forget your repair hammer now.
Yeah, having to cover both is probably not the best idea. Of course, it's Undertale music.
So if either of you two have money, you might want to purchase the Fortify. As many as you can.
For the record, I cannot heal it if it's fortified, apparently. I can only heal it if it's below its normal max. I only have 900, so I can't afford the triple shot. I need a landmark because it's so dark in here. I need something mark a landmark. I'm gonna be leaving anything behind. Yeah, juggling two weapons is kind of a pain. What'd you say?
This thing got pretty beat up.
Yeah, we had like 1,200 to start with, and now it's half that. Yeah, I'm not sure the hammer was actually worth it compared to just fortifying over and over again.
Charge gun.
Yeah, the hammer's not great either. It can only repair on a 2-second cooldown. As you can see, it can take a lot more than that because it only heals like 5 at a time.
Here, take this. I'll take the hammer. Since I can hold one in each hand. And Slade, if you want to switch back to a regular gun.
Fortify says it's sold out.
Yeah, I bought all of it.
Oopsie. Was that the boss from Sonic Frontiers?
Well, looks like we managed to do it. Although that was easy mode. Which is apparently just meant for 1 or 2 people.
With how little I was helping, you're basically only 2. Coming soon, TM.
Well, that was that.
Oh, it was nice. Have any others on the docket?
We can go ahead and call it quits for here. It's been like almost 3 hours, I think.
Says an hour 45 on my timer.
Oh, really? Weird.
It's only 10 a.m. for me.
Well, I guess I can try to find something else. Hold on just a minute.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Right, I found one.
Wow, that was loud. Sorry about that. Lie. I guess he assumed because we went gone through 3 games, but yeah, sorry, I did not realize that would be so loud. Holy crap. Let me grab a sip of my drink and let him know it was so loud. Holy balls. Okay, so when you guys went through the portal, there was a huge, loud explosion. I'm guessing the game over sound if you fail.
Sorry for me leaving. Either that or you broke something.
Wouldn't be Jasper if it wasn't blaming me, I suppose. Yeah. I guess it must have felt like 3 hours because we played 3 games, but we noped out of the Ruby one since we weren't kind of vibing with it.
So I guess we gotta go this way? Maybe it's this way. Nothingness.
Suspiciously blank billboards. I'm sure there's nothing ominous about that.
Alright, so let's try to go this way.
Yeah, the question is, were we supposed to go that way or this way? I guess we're going to the aquarium today. I can't think of too many aquarium-based games, I suppose. I mean, some have an aquarium in them, but the only one I could think of that has aquarium is a horror game based upon, well... I don't think that's the case here.
See what this is. Apparently a fun little exploration game.
I was just mentioning to Chad, though, I haven't played too many games that take place specifically in an aquarium. Unless it was horror-themed, I suppose, but I can only think of one like that. And it was a weird RPG Maker game. Although I suppose this one could count as a liminal space game, since this is clearly meant to house large crowds, and yet we're the only ones here.
And I'm not sure if there's supposed to be anything indicating stuff.
There used to be an aquarium where I grew up, but it closed down after a point.
Supposed to be
Fish
exploring.
up here.
I guess they're a little, niche. Yeah, the atmosphere tells me this isn't supposed to creep you out in a liminal space kind of way, but at the same time, the fish aren't exactly, something that makes you want to take a look, so we're clearly expected to move around. Guess I'll have to trust
Huh, that's weird. Oh, there it is.
It's amusing how much bigger Jasper's model is compared to everyone else. Keeps blocking the screen. Oh.
It's not my fault you guys are small.
Well, technically it's not my fault Ralsei is small either. You can blame Toby Fox for that. Hacker.
Little elevator thing is just in that hallway. That was ridiculous.
Yeah. My chat approves of Macro Jasper. If only they knew. Some of us have messed around with macro things here and there, but seems to need something else to include.
What's about the elevator just goes to right there?
Probably.
Yes.
Oh, gas, it did.
And of course they dump us in the gift shop.
Always. Man, it's a register I can't break open and steal from.
Hey, don't do that. I need a job that isn't Lethal Company.
You have that. It's called repo.
I'm not
I guess I
sure
can
that's much
investigate a
better.
warning indicator for this.
Kind of looks like one of the 3 balls that was on the billboard at the front, so maybe it has to do something with that.
Maybe we gotta take it back.
This is the this is the yeah, this is the entryway, so we could definitely bring it back. If that's the goal.
Yeah, you're going the wrong way, Slade.
Oh. Surprising no one.
I'd say it's surprising. Usually Jasper's the one with who gets lost.
It's usually me. Certainly an excessive amount of stairs.
I'm guessing it's a mechanical thing since they can have the big ol' aquarium underneath the other stuff.
It's over here.
Yeah, it's the middle one. There's also like a bell and a watermelon.
Supposed to put them into something?
Boxes, it looks like.
An announcement?
I realize we're going to animal school.
Any boxes?
Ready to reenact the school from the game Bully? I've never actually played that game. I probably should. I know it's considered a classic, but I've never played it myself. One of many that has eluded me. I guess we can see what. I guess we can see what's. I guess we could leave it near the sign there and come back with some of the others and try and figure out where they go there. Slade, someone from my chat wishes to know if your avatar has any sound effects built in. Apparently some.
I know.
Apparently some rodents have squeaky sound effects.
News to me. I think your chat knows better than I do.
Yep, he just has ears and whiskers. And maybe a
And a wheel.
tail. Yep, and a tail.
It can sometimes have a mousetrap on it, but I turned that off.
Yeah.
That does sound like it might be a little painful.
Just a bit. Well, we already did down, so I guess up? Oh, Lord. Hey, Alex.
What?
We're about to go meet God.
What do you mean?
Going into Asian supermarket in the middle of nowhere. Clearly, we're gonna meet some kind of god.
Or for one that works at a gas station?
Is that we got that little exclamation point down there?
Yep.
find something else.
Okay.
One more attempt.
Yeah, this should mostly be a scavenger hunt of sorts.
Or are we not going to try Void Crew after?
I'm gonna be honest, I think I'm a bit too exhausted for that. It was a bit of a
Gotcha.
rough day.
All right. Let's see how this one is.
Let's just hope there's not a really loud explosion this time when everyone goes through.
Kidding.
I guess given it did say the game breaks if the host leaves, that might be why. I'm guessing using the key to open the door is what begins, because there was a key beneath where it says keys, and I'm holding it.
Oh, I get it. Or maybe I don't get it.
Oh yeah, you need to turn to the right color with
There we
paint.
go.
How do you kneel down?
Let's see. But that didn't really help anything. It hasn't changed color. Oh, there we go. I got it.
Weird that they didn't. Oh, there you are. I guess we're probably supposed to spell out key.
Piano music is a bit irritating. Let's just turn that down a notch.
Maybe we could spell another one. Is there a H-O? Is there an L and E anywhere?
So is the stuff we move actually moving for everyone else, or is it just
No.
instance to us?
Seems to be instant since we all keep grabbing the same key over and over in the last two rooms. I get the sense there's an anagram here for something, but I don't know what it is.
Not nearly enough values for this to do anything.
Man.
Oh. Oh.
What?
That's sneaky. Put the O and F together.
That is neat.
Oh. This is being a pain.
I can jam one of these keys in my ears to stop hearing that fucking noise.
I think that's the idea.
So what are you doing with the little keys?
Dropping them in the air when they're not working.
Oh, I'm putting it over here on this table.
Hmm.
My God. There's nothing up there.
There sure as hell is.
Wait a second. I can open it for some reason.
Just won't give me the damn thing when I click on it. There we go. It's not doing anything either. Eh.
Is it hidden under a table or something?
No idea. All I know is I hate this.
I'm willing to bet this is intentionally meant to be isolated. Oh, here we are. Oh. Slade is stuck. Are you summoning a servant from fate in here?
Did you not see the creepy girl, doll girl?
Nope.
Oh, in the last room?
Nope, it was just completely empty when I went through. I either I'm oblivious, or, well, the important thing is Slade's stuck, so, I gave him this puzzle solution. Turns out you had to hit the light switch, not any of the keys.
Yeah, that's how I ended up getting through. I didn't realize it was the oh, didn't realize what it was. Actually, yeah, I don't want to use this just yet until Slade gets here.
In that
Luckily,
case,
the next two
let me pull
previous
up...
two rooms are kind of easy.
Which rooms are kind of easy?
The previous two rooms were kind of easy.
Yeah, one was just walking down a corridor, the other was, just going through and the thing, freaking out, basically, with the glitching. Let's see. I mentioned on Discord what the solution was, but he'll have to think to look there if he's stuck still.
Did you tell him to click on the light switch?
No, I didn't. I wasn't even sure if it would work. That's why I needed to say that before going through, but I couldn't go back afterward.
Yeah, that was the problem I ran into.
Alright, let me get out of this. Alrighty, let me get this summoning chant out of the way.
Don't click on it yet until Slade gets here.
Oh, I'm not. I'm
Maybe
just
we
gonna
can
do
all
the
experience it
servant
at the same
summoning.
time.
Oh, it's fine. I'll just do the servant summoning while we're waiting. Maybe it'll help it. Maybe it'll help out. Alrighty. Let silver and steel be essence. Stone and the Archduke of Contracts be the foundation. Let this be the color I pay tribute to. Let the great master be the ancestor. Let a wall rise against the wind that shall fall. Let the four cardinal gates close. Let the three-forked road from the crown reaching the kingdom rotate. I declare, your body shall serve under me. My fate shall be your sword. Submit the beckoning of the Holy Grail, and if you submit to this will and this reason, then answer. An oath shall be sworn. I shall attain all virtues of heaven and dominion over hell's evils. From the seventh heaven, attended by the three great words of power, come forth from the ring of constraints, protector of the holy balance. Maybe I should have gone for Berserker. You can never go wrong. You can never have too many Berserkers lying around. Yes, I have the summoning chant on Alt-tabbed right now. You think I'd memorize all that?
Make myself slightly shorter. To not block your path so much.
What'd you say?
I made myself slightly shorter so as not to block your path too much.
Oh, did you see it in Discord, Slade?
Huh?
Did you see the solution in Discord?
No. I just eventually got it.
Oh, sorry, I should have said that before going through. I just wasn't sure if it worked or not. But then it wouldn't let me go back to actually tell you. But at least the puzzle after that's pretty easy. I did the servant summoning ritual, but it didn't work. The stupid ritual circle's broken.
See, for whatever this thing is going to do.
We ready?
We might each have to do it, I'm not sure. Oh,
Apparently going to Silent Hill.
yes we are.
I'll start it. Damn it, Grail Coon! No, I'm not gonna take that knife and do your thing. Shut up. Damn it, first you screw me out of summoning a proper servant, now you just bring me to Silent Hill.
toe tag might be a key on one of them.
Guess it's not as easy as a toe tag. Here it is, it's in the body.
Oh, those are some glowing guys.
It broke for me because Rousey's eyes already glow. Well, I suppose he's a darkener.
Mine ain't glowing at all.
Yours were glowing for a minute, but then it kind of stopped. Oh, it's only Jasper's that are glowing.
That's Slade's R2. Yours R2.
Well, I mean, mine are naturally glowing.
Yeah,
Where was it? Oh, it's open.
oh, okay.
Do any of you have arachnophobia? I know Tereth does, that's why I'm asking. There's no shame in it, I won't hold it against you.
Oh dear.
I didn't get attacked or anything.
Oh, this is
Oh, third person, lovely. I seem to have died at the same time I escaped.
I managed to make it out.
Yeah, it reminds me of that one scene from No One Lives Under the Lighthouse where it switches to third person, but you think it's a cutscene, so you just die. Don't get me wrong, it was a nice scene for what they were going for. It's just that there was no way to tell that it wasn't a cutscene in your full control until, like, after you die. Most games don't switch from first to third person immediately like that.
Go.
Where's the key? This door is... Oh, we can enter these doors. Oh, hello.
They weren't activated early.
There's a huge head behind you, Slade.
No, it doesn't seem like there's any key in here. Which doesn't do shit.
Alright, yeah, I had no choice but to touch it. Headed in the right direction. I guess so. Skelly boys.
But which one has the skeleton key?
Which one is different from the others? They're all in cages, though. Actually, these torture devices look like something out of Elden Ring. As in something specifically the Golden Order would use against people they hate. They're pretty good at that.
Yeah, they were
This one right here.
It tried to jump scare me and failed kind of badly. Yeah, that's... I was liking the atmosphere, but the jump scares are kind of ruining it. Even the spider actually was handled rather well.
Suddenly back to all white stuff. And there's a big, long hallway.
I'm sure nothing bad can happen here, right?
Back in Silent Hill.
Oh, it's a picture of each time we found the key.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, this is, I'm guessing this is personalized for each of you guys.
Yep.
Yeah, it's each time we found the right key, I guess.
Oh.
Ah,
Oh,
mirror,
yeah.
mirror.
Oh, that was a.
What happened?
Whoops.
What are you doing?
Yeah,
Yeah. It's having me grab myself for some reason.
Hey, you're actually grabbing the mirror.
Oh, I didn't know it was the mirror itself. Interesting.
Mine's up here.
That's 2.5 hours, give or take. Oh, Alice died.
Apparently so. Well, he did say he was exhausted, so I suppose.
I'm looking at the dance emotes.
But yeah, since we were gonna just do a shorter one, we did like 4 or 5 games.
Something like that.
If the last one could even be called a game.
I mean, it's a scavenger hunt. That's definitely a game.
Yeah, apparently he tried joining at some point, so he's probably still going through the thing.
It said he left. Oh, he joined us. Then again, we're at the end. They'll probably be putting him back at the beginning.
Probably. Headbang is probably a bit more appropriate.
So let's go to a neutral world.
Might be a good idea, yeah.
They can join us there.
Yeah, I do think the horror in the general sense was handled well with the atmosphere and such, even with me trying to ruin it with the servant summoning chant. But it kind of fell apart when it started relying on the jump scares. Even if the mysterious woman and by the door just vanished when I got close, that would have done a lot more to screw things around. Huh.
There's actually some portals here. Or some game world.
Any notable ones?
See any portals?
Oh, hey, you just missed the Silent Hill puzzle game.
Yeah, I was in there, and I couldn't get past the third room. I didn't know what it wanted me to do.
Is that the one with the huge amount of keys?
The one that was letters, like it started as keys, and then after the fucking yellow key door, it was just letters, and it didn't have any direction beyond that, so...
Yeah, you put
You,
the O and F
you
together.
hook the F onto the O. It turns into a key.
Then afterwards, it's an obnoxious one where you hear a baby crying and a billion keys, but none of the keys are correct. You just hit the light switch.
Went very Silent Hill-y.
Oh, no, that wasn't
Including
fun.
putting us into third-person mode as we ran from the spider.
Which reminded me of No One Lives Under the Lighthouse, because I kept dying to it because I thought it was a cutscene. You don't usually switch from first to third person in a game like that. Not while still maintaining control, anyway. That was fun. I still remember that game. It's been a good amount of years since guess it just left a good guess it just left a good impression. First or otherwise.
All I know about that game is that early versions of it have a monster, and then when they added a monster, got mad.
Yeah, the version I played was the most recent version that's on Steam, which has the scarier monster. The original one was kind of just not scary. That said, I'd say the atmosphere and story carries it a bit better than the monster, because it's actually kind of funny once you realize what the truth behind everything is.
But it's a time loop.
Oh, no, 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 no. It's basically you and the monster have the same goal. I can explain it, but it's kind of a big spoiler, especially... I'm debating if I should do that, since technically my VOD of it actually is one of the ones that I was able to save and put on my VOD channel. So it's like, do I want to shill my content, or should I just explain it?
I mean, I don't really... I'll probably play it. I probably... Not exactly the biggest fan of the horror genre of you have no, like, means of fighting back, and you're just away from a monster the entire time while grabbing a bunch of MacGuffins.
I had little to no horror experience with it myself, but it was a nice, fun little romp. Basically, both you and the monster actually both want to end the curse of the lighthouse, but it requires turning on one another. Bit of a major spoiler, but I guess the context is also relevant. Yeah, this is where I end up finding the Ralsei model I'm using right now, by the way. I imagine it'll be updated a bit over time. Better for worse, Deltarune is an RPG, and that does mean it does put effort into its characters.
Like this one.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones. I think I picked that one too in case this one didn't work out. But not all of them were stable, I guess. Yeah, that one gives it more normal proportions, I believe. Yeah, oh yeah, we were poking fun at how Jasper's model was absolutely towering above ours. Looks like it's pretty similar. Not cool. Yeah, it's a problem. It's not the same one, but it's pretty close. I guess when you're working from a base, though, it's pretty
This
easy.
one comes with the doobie.
Comes with a what?
This one comes with the doobie. Look.
Oh. Yeah, sometimes they have memes involved, I notice. Just rat.
Yeah. Creepy smiling.
You look like one of the rats from that Ratatouille knockoff I can't remember the name of. Probably. I'm not even going to bother looking it up. It's not worth the brain power.
It's called ratatouille.
I'll take your word for it. Like I said, it is not worth the brain power it take for me to look it up, even if I wasn't, you know, exhausted.
Oh, this is the one you have, isn't it?
Yeah, that one. That's it. I've been drinking soda all night and I haven't had one burp yet. It works well. It's just that whenever you're holding a gun or something, I notice the big ass sleeves are a little annoying. And
I like this one. My favorite Rousey design.
yeah, I get. It was just supposed to preserve the kind of surprise of how he looks under it, but honestly, I don't think it's that big a surprise.
Well, like, within like a minute of playing the game, I realized he was a goat. Like, I looked at his face shape. I'm like, what is he? Oh, he's a dreamer. I got it.
Yeah. Plus, you know, his name is an anagram. Yeah, just rearrange Asriel's letters and get Ralsei.
Sure, no, I'm very tiny.
Slade does seem to like being quite tiny.
So small. See what this balloon looked like, though, since the picture was very descriptive. Which I suppose makes sense. It's great.
I'll admit Asriel's hyperdeath, the form does still look pretty good, even after all these years.
Yeah.
Even if it's kind of, you can clearly tell it's what he thinks looks cool.
I don't know. I think he's that good.
Yeah, I think so too. He's got style.
Drawing Asriel is like how I learned that I kind of have habits of like drawing characters very sensually without like actually trying.
I've looked
Why
at...
are his legs so thick, and why does he have the doomy eyes? And I only learned this because I posted that, but
Sometimes an outside perspective can help. I have tried all the Moogle, models here, but none of them are, none of them seemed promising. I presume that's why Jasper's not using one. Still love Moogles, Jasper?
Yep, they're pretty good.
I did look for Nimbats too, but there's only like one or two. So don't get your hopes up for those. Granted, it doesn't help the origin is not only obscure, but we only ever see one of them. They're very clearly established as species, but we learn nothing about them. Unlike Moogles, they all have a different backstories, but pretty much every game they show up in, they have a full, this is how their culture and stuff works in this universe.
So just keep finding it.
A lot of free ones just don't have much going on.
I recognize that character, but I don't remember the name.
Raziel from Legacy of Kain.
Yeah, I knew it was from Legacy of Kain, I just didn't remember his name. I had a feeling I wouldn't find any of the... Is that what I was looking for? I do like the effects on that one.
Levy the mouse demon. Does not quite work for what I'm looking for.
Well, I do like the effects they put on it. And at the very least, the little glowy stuff. Madame, nah. I know I'm going to regret doing this one. I'm going to completely regret it. Let's find out. Of course, there's a bunch of models of Greg. Why wouldn't there be? Oh, hey. Buff Lagoshi. Buff Lagoshi. Interesting. I thought he was already buff, but evidently they thought he wasn't buff enough.
I'm gonna be going with buff. Seems too small for proportions.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. I think, in proportion not bad, but definitely some stuff like the head could use some work. Legs work well, but I feel like something's missing if it's just legs. Oh, that improves it a bit. I suppose I can't be surprised skunk characters are always associated with poison and green things.
Well, I switched the fighter to the.
You could also go purple if you want to go with that interpretation of poison.
Well, like, I have like talked to Stank for a while. I've like kind of like hinted around about getting them to come into VRC, and I'm like, oh well, this model actually might be perfect for them.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I have only spoken with them very briefly, and that was ages ago.
They're very shy. Part of
This
why
one's
I
a
want
very
to drag
pudgy
them
mouse.
on here.
What is? Who is? Oh.
Pud.
I see, yeah. Very cartoony. But yeah, I know barely anything about that. I'm trying to think how long it is ago, and the more I'm putting the decades together, I'm starting to realize, oh, I am old. Yeah, I want to show just how bad this is for chat here. Yeah, these are only two. Oh, there's a third one. I think it's this one that's new. Wait, what? That's not from Invader Zim. That's from Aggressive Retzko.
It's not literally. I know it's not literally from Invader Zim. I was derogatory.
Oh. Yeah, I have a lot of friends who absolutely love Invader Zim, so they'd probably think that's a compliment. It never...
Yeah.
It didn't vibe with me. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, bottles.
Never heard of it. What's that one? The one you're using now?
Bottle. Oh, bookshops. Model
Not
got ripped.
not familiar.
Okay. They do Vor audio.
As long as it's not Cartoon Burp 3 at 400% volume, it should be fine, I guess. Believe me,
They make the most high quality stuff.
Alright, that's good then. A lot of reason I stopped bothering with any animations because they always use that overdone clip. It kind of, I'm at the point where it instantly ruins any fun that I was having before.
They don't use stock sounds, so.
Well, that's good. That's already a good sign. Don't get me wrong, I get why those exist, especially for people who don't have very good recording equipment, but I guess that's kind of the thing. Is it valid to complain about something where, technically speaking, nothing's wrong with it? It just doesn't vibe with you? Why do people love to give Nimbats foxtails? They are quite clearly not foxes, even in the game. This one's better, but doesn't seem to be particularly well done. That is, it's not good at the interactions. Let's try the OC one. Since, oh, this is a dragon. This is absolutely a dragon. I guess since I was here.
Dragoon.
Yeah, I tried the Moogles too, so let's show that one here. Oh.
That is very fun. It looks more like a small doll than a mouse. It's kind of
creepy.
pretty.
Miguel! Yeah, whatever score I'd get. Oh, it's just the photo, Miguel. Yeah, I got a quick reminder that Final Fantasy VII does not have very good Moogles, and the remake did not do them any favors.
Yeah, the refake.
Yeah, I was not expecting to be just the photo that's sending me.
Honestly, FF7 and Jet had a time when Final Fantasy felt it was for Moogles.
Yeah, a lot of that was around the time they were cutting out some of the more fantastical elements. Don't get me wrong, I do like the sci-fi aesthetic, and the message is a bit more relevant today than it even was back then, when it was relevant back then, but it's even more relevant now is what I'm getting at, but yeah, they cut down the fantasy a bit more than they needed to. I've never played Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh, the Moogle's a plushie. Why am I not surprised?
Yeah, well, that's just how the Moogle Hearts. In fact, it's the only Final Fantasy element that they seem to want to carry over to each game.
Yeah, I know. I know some friends who were complaining that they loved how it was trying to be a mix before, but now it's like, well, we don't need Final Fantasy anymore. Wait, no, Moogle.
Yeah, we don't need the characters that were relevant to the plot than the characters.
I'll have to take your word for it. I never tried it because I'm familiar with franchises that are obnoxiously complex. I can only do so many of those.
Well, okay. Kingdom Hearts isn't obnoxiously complex, it's just not very well written at all. It's a lot to remember, it's not complex. Like, the first game, was pretty well put together, and then they lost the plot in the second game.
Sounds like what happened with Destiny. And Fate. And, I could go on, actually.
Like, the Disney worlds had, relevancy in the first game, and then, in the second game, they were all fucking filler. relevant. Like they had an actual reason to like be there, and they just don't in the more like joke villains like Team Rocket by that point.
This is not a Moogle, this is a Palico. Alright, fine.
Have one of like the fucking beavers from Final Fantasy II.
I like how half the Palicos are clearly from based off the games, and half of them are just furry cats calling themselves Palicos.
You know, priority.
You said you could tell what their priorities were from the eyes?
Yeah. Oh, and the big ass.
Yeah, a dump truck ass usually betrays quite a bit of the intention. Oh wow, that is a nice bunny.
This looks like it's probably somebody's custom character that got ripped.
Nope, they sell it.
They sell it.
Yep.
And glitter might be a bit much, but overall I do like it.
Get rid of the parts of it. I think I would like it more. I'm still want to take pictures. Oh, I like this
Without the hood?
without the cloak.
You like the hair color
Going
cover?
elsewhere.
You like the hair covering the eyes?
Well, no, I'm talking about the hair was covering the eyes before. No, I'm talking about the sleeveless shirt with the arm warmers.
Yeah, that is a pretty nice aesthetic there.
Turtleneck sleeve.
Let me think. I was gonna go the Pokemon, but you know what? Let's not do Sylveon.
Tiny.
Just sinks to the ground.
Yeah, I'm sick.
Let's see, what's a meme one I can look at? What the? Oh. What's the one you were using tonight, Jasper?
It's called Lopkin. You can look up Hobart, and it has their avatars.
That was not what I was expecting. Did it pick the wrong one? I meant for this one. No, that is it. Oh yeah, Cult of the Lamb, Lambert. Technically speaking, the lamb from Cult of the Lamb does not have a name other than the lamb, the title of the lamb, but everyone just uses Lambert. The fan base often uses Lambert. Or Lambie.
Good lamb.
Just trying to find a good one. Rather than, I guess I should say I was trying to find a game accurate one rather than the furry appeal ones.
But the furry appeal ones have furry appeal.
I do like the markings and design of that one. Though it might just be the color scheme looks good.
Oh, I like. That's my.
Yeah, not half bad. I'll grab a sip of my drink real quick. Just forgot about that.
Anything to the meals.
What, were you looking for a Kitsune one specifically?
I looked it up because I wanted to like check and see what they had. I do like this look though, but no, there ain't nothing that looks like Kazanosuke.
Kazanosuke?
One of my characters.
Ah. I'm not sure too many of mine could be recreated in here. Especially since a lot of them are modified. What did you choose for that?
A fucking mouse? This isn't a fucking mouse at all.
What'd you
What
choose?
the hell?
That's an Attack on Titan priest.
Oh yeah, the one that was doing a sermon before getting flattened.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
That one is pretty good.
Yeah, that's one I've seen.
Very wireless.
Why am I not surprised? I probably should have looked for Toho characters earlier. There's probably a billion of each and every one of them. This is not a fairy. This is Leviathan from Mega Man Zero.
Oh.
Granted, I do like the villains of Mega Man Zero, so it is nice, but hello, I like dogs and oh, come on.
the Chalupa Cabra. Another one.
Interesting.
Alright, now you're forcing me to look up an Ivy from Deadlock.
Ooh, I like these.
What's that goat from?
Hell of a boss, I think.
Oh yeah, it must be. They have the imp logo on there.
Yeah, because like at the end they stamp their head.
Oh wow, they actually do have her.
But
Ivy from Deadlock.
I don't know what that is.
The MOBA from Valve.
Ah. Sasquatch.
Yeah, long story short, she's a gargoyle.
Oh right. Okay.
Let's see here.
I thought that was just somebody's OC that kept getting drawn.
Nah, she's a support character or something like that.
Oh god. Oh god. Model is all fucked up.
Oh wow, yeah. I guess there's gonna be a few broken ones in here and there. Let's go with the classic. I would go with Isabelle, but I imagine this particular team would appreciate. The only one that's the Animal Crossing Digby is T-posing Digby.
That's fun.
Let's see if they put effort into the Isabelle ones. Well, at least Isabelle has a pretty good amount. Though you can absolutely tell which ones are game accurate and which ones are horny bait. Let me put it this way, if it's the exact same as the game model but with huge tits, it is horny bait. This one would be hilarious if it was properly finished. Minimal effort, but still funny. Time for my favorite Paper Mario Thousand Year Door partner character. Oh, it's a Z. What am I saying? How could I call her my favorite when I misspell her name? Time for my favorite character from Paper Mario Thousand Year Door.
Vivian?
No, Miss Mouse.
Oh, I got you.
But yeah, sadly, Miss Mouse does kind of suck.
Yeah, you go to the trouble of getting her and then character.
Yeah, unless you just really love video game stealing, she does not offer anything that the others don't do better, which really sucks. I just love her energy, her personality.
She's Mario Ada Wong.
I hate how accurate that is. But yeah, I've run into people who straight up didn't even know she was playable. I guess that's what happens when you're an optional character.
I like this. I fucking love this. I don't know what the fuck this is, but I love it.
What's it called?
Public.
I wouldn't. I'm not against horny Miss Mouse. It's just that I kind of wish there was also one that was her as she was in the game, and not just a ripped image, ripped solid image. That's just disappointing.
Some kind of weird Bloodborne Digimon.
I did look for a handful of Digimon before, but to the surprise of absolutely no one, it's mostly the humanoid ones that have it.
Alex from Tekken 2. Ah,
Ah, nice. Actually, I really do like the details they put on that model.
yeah, it's fatty, punkalicious style. Dinosaur.
Oh, probably because they Susie is a probably because of Susie from Deltarune. But yeah, not sure why Caddy would show up.
Sadly, this doesn't seem good at the.
I know I thought of a Gremlin character before, but I can't think of now. I know it wasn't Midna, although I do like Midna from Zelda. Then again, I guess that's a case of who doesn't. Hmm.
Oh god, it's broken.
Is that the...
Put that down. You
Why
don't
do I
have
see
enough
my own
scarab.
I can't believe I remember that character. Then again, I guess...
It's a memorable character. Visit that shop a lot. Yes, I'm moving to Cape Cod.
I suppose it is nice having a video game shop that's actually relevant and not just, oh crap, I didn't find the items in the last dungeon.
Yeah, like, for people that played Star Fox Adventures, I would say he's probably just about as memorable as the RE4 merchant.
I would agree with that assessment, yes. Well, at least Caddy's a character that makes sense to go nuts on the jiggle physics. There are no rabbits made out of water. I am disappointed. You look like that one mouse Pokemon that is about family. I forget its name. This reminds me I don't actually have a Fox character. Oh dang, Dino Thunder.
Yeah,
Good season.
fucking sick.
I was really into the Tokusatsu for a while, so I ended up covering a lot of Sentai and Power Ranger seasons.
Yeah. I wanna rewatch the original Mighty Morphin, honestly, but
It hasn't aged the best, I'm gonna be honest with you.
I know.
But as long as you're aware of that, then yeah, by all means. It does certainly have a lot of memories, I won't deny that.
I'm very aware of when aspects don't age the best.
Go in Thorn mode.
Oh. It's a handsome...
Well, at least yours can be recreated.
Entirely. Whether or not I can actually do anything useful with this.
Well, at least yours character from that campaign can show up here easily. Like I said, I couldn't find the right one.
Ooh, actually, I've got an idea. Ah, unfortunate. I'm just chibi bones.
Sadly, I don't have an ashes.
Get like a model and let me fuck around with it a little bit in Unity. I could probably make it look somewhat like Ashes.
There's probably a ton of kobolds, I guess. Jasper, I forget, do you have a kobold?
I'm gonna look look up Vulture, and I wonder how much of it's gonna be the Vulture from Spider-Man. Oh, first page.
The Vulture Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Okay. No, it's hot.
No, we're just trying on different avatars.
I can't believe there's none of those.
Sadly, it doesn't animated any.
Actually, few. They're actually any different.
Poor Miss Mouse never gets no doesn't.
Oh, it's the
I lost my train of thought, but she doesn't get respect. I
Where-
guess I'll go with more Deltarune. Let's see how many of a character we are for a character that doesn't even exist technically.
Says like
I am amused at how many models exist for a character from Deltarune that doesn't even have an image yet.
another.
Decided to go macro for it. Let's be really dumb. Goku.
Fuck yeah.
That's a good. Would a building count as a macro?
Would macro sperm be like giant tadpoles? Like people are like in the building and they're like swimming in cum, and then like fucking sperm tadpoles swarm them like piranhas and like strip the bone.
Are all oh well. Look at the cute things.
Long time to load.
Which character?
I just looked up Star Fox in general.
Oh, I imagine there's gonna be 12 billion of those. Whenever you go with a mainstream waifu or husbando, you're gonna get a lot of stuff. Because remember, you're not just getting the horny bait girl characters, getting the horny bait guy characters, and in between.
Well, here's the thing about Crystal. She doesn't need the horny bait because she was already fucking horny bait.
Is there at least a cat version of her in there?
One without the...
Yeah, one from before the Star Fox stuff was added. It was more about her and
yeah,
Saber.
Dinosaur Planet.
Yeah, with her and Saber.
I found Mew from like Fox 2.
I remember liking Star Fox 2, but then Command was horribly unfun.
Yeah, well, okay, so like in Dinosaur Planet, there's also just a lot of like world building that was like removed in Star Fox Adventures. Like in Star Fox Adventures, they never once explain what a Krazoa is. But they do in Dinosaur Planet.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff they ended up cutting out.
Best version of Fox, though.
Yeah, I do like his outfit from Adventures a lot more than a lot of the others.
Yeah.
Crystal, I think I actually like her assault outfit best. Oh, they have Miu but not Faye. Isn't that typical? Want to guess who my favorite from Star Fox 2 is? I'm not opposed to the more humanoid ones. It's just that, given the crowd, I figure I should probably stick to the theme.
Kidding.
Actually, I should probably stick to Jevil because some of the people here have not yet seen the chapters 2 onward, so I should probably avoid ones like Spamton. None of these are the Zane I am looking for. Actually, most are go with Roxy. I look for Zane, but I keep getting Roxanne. I mean, I guess we're going full FNAF. I imagine there's going to be a good amount just because they were added to Dead by Daylight very recently. Yeah, see, exactly, the animatronic. Is the species from something?
It's sort of like a cabot.
I mean, I guess. I have a handful of cabots. Not sure why. I just lost most of my height. What the heck? Wow, that is not as much as I was expecting.
though? Okay, I thought I was crashing for a second.
Now I was just going through the motions. It's nice the leg slider works rather well for this model, but the belly slider barely gives anything.
Back to the classic.
I mean, I guess I could put... I guess if you said it's like Cabot, let's see if there's any actual ones classified as Cabot.
Oh God, what is?
How is this Cabot? Oh, they have a Cabot on the on the as a decal. There's a decent amount of Cabots here, but they all have short ears and short tails. Also, some have wings, and I don't know why. And neither species put in there make wings. I imagine Yu-Gi-Oh! Is going to mostly bring Dark Magician Girl. Oh no, Yubel. Protagonists. Now watch as I get no results here, but if I put... Yeah. They're going to use the English name, aren't they? Or I could be unlucky and there won't be any at all. Yeah, there is none whatsoever. Beatrice, no. Beatles. Cubic. Banjo. I'm not familiar with a lot of these characters. Oh no. Don't tell me. Oh, there is no Nakemi Akajima? Well, that one is something. Bobby, Dante from the Shin Megami Tensei series. Hero SMT1, Demi Fiend, Odin from SMT5. Makoto Demi Fiended, Zeus.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Oh wow. I put in Shin Megami Tensei and I was genuinely shocked to see the entire crew of Digital Devil Saga here. I would have thought that would have been too obscure.
Oh sure, we get the entire crew of Digital Devil Saga, but like no horny avatars of Falco. That's
I'm also amused there's two Dantes, specifically the one from Nocturne.
Well, I mean, that's his most famous appearance outside of his main series.
And it was enough of a meme. Atlas went through the paces to get it to happen again when they gave it a Steam release, which is a bigger deal than you might think, given they'd already, when the license expired, they replaced him, so they didn't have to do that.
Well, I mean, people want all the content. It has nothing to do with the meme.
Well, that too, but licensing usually causes problems. That's why, for one of the remakes, they just replaced him with one of their own characters, since they don't have to worry about licensing with that, but they just added both.
They replaced him with Rido in like later versions. But,
Yeah, the Steam has both, because why choose?
There was a certain percentage of people that refused to buy the remaster. Dante wasn't in it, so yeah.
Probably for good reason. Even if it is cheap, it is an older game, and you'd expect, yeah, like I said, they expect the content. Thick Birdo. Yeah, the digital novel saga are all by this Sugary's person, so it's just one dedicated fan making sure they're all here. Works for me. There's a surprisingly low amount of actual demons from the SMT series, though. That does surprise me. You'd think they'd at least bring the horny ones like Ishtar in. The only Camazotz here is the one from Smite. Mara? That's... Huh, alright, let's see if there's a Mara.
I just looked it up. I hear.
Oh, now that one is weird. You think they'd at least want the meme demon?
But dude,
Now there's a good one. Actually, now there's a good idea. Medusa. She's always a highlight of every game she shows up in. Castlevania, SMT, Hades, don't care which. She's just always a delight to see. Huh, actually a pretty decent amount.
yeah. I'll be surprised
What'd you say?
if there's Soul Eater Medusa.
Sorry, I didn't... Oh, here, yeah, I was looking at the mirror, or the Hades one. Which one did you...
I said I would be surprised if there was like a classic Clash of the Titans Medusa.
Wouldn't be half bad.
I like that in Hades they just go for a head like in Castlevania.
100 faces. In turn.
Although you can get straight.
Yeah, Hades had a lot of fun with how they handled the gods and monsters. Definitely one of the reasons it contributed to it being so memorable.
Yeah. I actually need to play Hades.
There is no Dionysus, of course. Let's see if Arknights has anything. I played that here, and I can probably have some level of deniability, unlike most of the FGO ones.
Shower, because
I should probably be calling it soon a bit myself.
I'll still be on all night. Watch more. I'll be on later.
Let's see if this one's better. Not the one character I was hoping for, but it works. Can't be surprised they have Civ Light Eternia. Yeah, these are all the same model recycled, just different sizes. Oh, hell's. Oh, Sigma, welcome. Oh, thanks for the follow as well. I stream just about anything here, so feel free to stop by if something catches your. Unfortunately, I'm about to sign off here because I'm exhausted. Alright.
I was trying to see if they had spot, but it looks like it's mostly hung in all the.
Not even women. Most of the women. It's mostly the same one. Same like 3 girls. They don't even have waifu. Yeah, we had played a handful here. Yeah, we did play a handful. We did play a handful earlier, but we finished up, so now we're screwing around. Senshi. You can never go wrong with dwarves, right?
Well, if you're gonna get your ass over here and cook me some dinner.
Yeah. I can add that to our list to consider for the next time. Oh my. Let's see, there's Kukulin from Final Fantasy, Fate, and Smite here. That's not bad, although I was kind of hoping for the SMT one, since I like that one's outfit pretty well. Well, for the record, I am playing VRchat on desktop, so, Smite Coup. I'm not going to bother looking for Fire Emblem. That's just going to give me Lucina and Corrin and the other avatars if I had to guess. Let's see what Merlin can offer me. Merlin from Sonic and the Black Knight. Yeah, I kind of messed around a lot, but... Well, at least I found a couple I could keep around. It'll work for now, I suppose. But I should probably sign off. I'm exhausted. I don't want to bore anyone with the details.
A whole lot later than we originally planned.
Alright, we'll see you guys later.
Goodbye. Everybody.
Alright. Until next time, thank you for watching. Hope you had a good time, and I'll see you later.